Hello and welcome. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about why letting go is the fastest way to find true love. So it sounds weird, doesn't it? If you really want to attract love, why would letting go help it come to you quicker? Often we think that letting go means giving up, or it means that we're no longer interested in our desire, but that's simply not true. By the end of this video, you're going to understand that releasing control doesn't mean losing hope or giving up. It's actually going to bring you so much closer to finding true love, so stay tuned. So if you're new here, my name's Rita, and this channel, Empowered Love Within, is all about helping you manifest anything that you desire from within. So if you like that kind of content, click the subscribe button and also check out the description box for my offers. So when we talk about letting go, it's often such a misunderstood term because when you think about letting go, people often mistake it with not really caring or just giving up hope or believing that what they really want, and obviously in this case it's true love, is not going to come to them, but that is so wrong. What letting go actually means is about releasing control, and that is the key element. So you're releasing control and not the desire. So to release control, what that really means is to surrender. You surrender to your desire. You surrender that desire onto the universe, knowing, trusting wholeheartedly that the universe will deliver the best experience to you and the best person to you to fulfill that desire. And if you're wanting to manifest true love, control feels like stressing over who am I going to meet, how am I going to meet them, I've been single for this long, there's no good men around. Surrender means letting go of all of that, just laying it down and just letting go of it. And you know what, the fact of the matter is, and the truth is, surrendering can be hard. It can be hard when you want something so bad. You feel like you have to put in a massive amount of physical action to get it done. And don't get me wrong, action can be important, but it's a type of action and the consciousness that that action is coming from, which is really important. So when we talk about why letting go is the fastest way of finding true love, surrender means to stay open, to trust that that person and that wonderful romantic relationship is coming at the right time. When you trust wholeheartedly in the universe, you understand that in our human mind and in our human experience, we have a very limited viewpoint of things. And sometimes you might think to yourself, the perfect opportunity is now to attract love. I want it now. But have you ever asked yourself the question, what if your perfect partner is not ready yet to come to you? What if there's just things that they need to sort out their end before they are the version of themselves that you would love? What if, for example, they're not as patient as they could be, or they're not as loving as they could be, or they're not as emotionally available as they could be? What if they are your perfect partner, but they're just not in that version of themselves yet, and they're having their own experiences and their own kind of learnings to get them to be that particular version of the person that you would fall in love with? And the same goes for you. You may think that you're ready for that relationship now, but what if who you are now, if you were to find that person in, say, the next 2, 3, 4, 6 months, for example, what if you are a different version of the person who you are now? What if you're more confident? What if you're more patient, loving, emotionally available? And having that relationship right now would be to your detriment. When you think like that, that is really putting a massive amount of trust in the universe, because what you're saying is, I feel that I'm ready, however, I trust you so much that I'm going to leave it to divine timing, and I'm going to allow you to orchestrate everything, you know, the way that it should be orchestrated to get me and my partner to the versions of ourselves that we need to be to live out this wonderful romantic relationship. When you start to operate in this level of trust, you realize that everything happens in divine timing. And when we talk about holding on to something so tight and failing to let go, you create so much resistance. And resistance creates a lot of anxiety. If you're holding on so close to the idea of, I want this love and I want it now and it needs to come now, and I can't be happy until this love comes, there's so much pressure within that type of mindset and that way of thinking. It's as if you're saying, my whole life and happiness depends on this relationship, and that's where people really go wrong. You should be happy and fulfilled and whole without that relationship. That is what the aim should be. You know, attachment and resistance, it normally comes from a place of low self-worth, a fear of being abandoned, just having like a scarcity mindset that if I don't have it now, I'll never have it. And, you know, what if no one loves me, and what if I'm lonely for the rest of my life? Such negative, low vibrational feelings. And your best bet is to resolve those without the love, become whole without the love. So when you let go, you're going to feel hopeful of the love, excited for the love to come, knowing that you're deserving of love, but that obsessiveness and that worry and fear, that will go, or it will be at a very low minimum level. So as I said, I know that surrendering and detachment is not always easy, but one of the key things that I can tell you about how to really get yourself into that frame of mind is about moving your focus from being outcome focused to focusing on self, and all that love that you want to pour into that person and pour into that relationship. I want you to start pouring it into yourself. I want you to start being kind to yourself, being loving to yourself, buying yourself gifts, treating yourself well, just really showering yourself with love and affection, and just know what it feels like to feel loved before anyone external comes to give that to you. When you're pouring into yourself in that way, you're now starting to operate from a place of abundance, because you know what love feels like and you know how good it feels, and you're now not operating from a place of lack. Another thing that is really important in terms of letting go is you've got to get rid of the timeline. I think this is a major thing where a lot of people really stumble. This thing of, when is this love going to come? I'm lonely, I've been waiting for a while, I've had X amount of failed relationships, I want it now. Having that timeline is so pressurizing, and it produces so much anxiety, because if it doesn't happen in the time that you think it should, now the doubt starts setting in. Get rid of the time scale and just know that the love is going to arrive in divine timing. One thing that I would say works really well is just come up with a little mantra. So whenever you start thinking, oh, when is it coming? Where is this person? You just say, they'll be here at the right time. The more you say that is the more that your mind will automatically start defaulting to that, and it will help you to get rid of some of that anxiety and help you to surrender. And look, for goodness sake, make sure that, you know, when you're in this process of letting go in order to make love come to you faster, make sure that you're living your life, you know what I mean? Don't put your life on hold waiting for this love. You should be still working on yourself as a person, working on your business or your career, working to build your friendships, strong relationships with other people in life, thinking about what makes you tick, you know, what do you like, what are your hobbies, what do you want to achieve in life, all of these kind of things. Make sure that you're living a full rounded life and you're not just sat there in a corner with everything on pause waiting for this love to arrive. So understand, the key message is for you to understand that letting go does not mean giving up on love. It's the opposite. It helps to bring love to you quicker. It helps you to release that resistance, and it helps you to surrender to the universe. Lay your worries, your fears, your troubles, whatever you want, all your goals onto the universe and ask for that help, and to bring everything to you in divine timing, and just trust and know that once you put that out there, it's done. It really genuinely is done, and it will come to you. And if everything that I've said resonates in terms of self-worth, attracting love and abundance into your life, check the description box where you can find out more about my course that will help you more along that journey. And Also, like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.